do that here from the document templates dialog. So, phew, glad I found that. Now, the other slide I seem to have lost. I'm a little perturbed about this, but the other slide that I lost was discussing how to create key refs. And so let's just talk briefly about that. Say we're here in our document. We already created that cross-reference to the tools using a standard cross-reference. We could also create that cross-reference using a key ref. And the key is the tools topic ref here we need to assign keys to. And so we use the keys here. Now, the idea about keys is that if you notice when I inserted the conref, it actually inserted a URL, a path to the, or there was an href. So it provided a path to the file. Now, say I renamed or moved or repurposed that that concept file. If I had done that, then I'd have to find all the occurrences of all the references, all the cross-references to that file, and I have to change every one of those references. Instead, by using keys, what I can do is use a key ref, and that way I refer to a single key, and the key is in the DITA map, and in the DITA map, the topic ref then points to the file, so that way if I move or rename the file, I only have to change it one place in the DITA map itself. All the keys are going to point to the correct place. So let's say here's a key. In keys, I'm going to assign tools. And I'm going to make sure that I save that DITA map. So now in the toolbox, I had a cross-reference already. I can say OR, and now I'm going to insert my key ref. So I can say DITA cross-reference link cross-reference key reference. And so now I need to specify so why isn't this working? Keys from the currently open DITA map. I have a DITA map open. Maybe I need to refresh it. This worked beautifully when I was testing it. All right. So now we have DITA insert, and we're starting to run out of time, so I may just abandon this. Insert a key reference, and I'm not seeing my keys for some reason unknown to me. Believe me, it does work, and I'd be very happy to show you sometime else. So, returning to my slides, this is sort of summarize here what we've seen in oXygen. So the highlights are, it's an intuitive interface. I really enjoy editing DITA documents, DITA topics using oXygen. The GUI is flexible. There's a lot of stuff you can configure so it works just the way that you want. There's a full map editor support, full DITA support. It includes support for the proposed DITA 1.2. One of the great things is this search and spell check across the DITA map. oXygen is actively developing support for DITA. I've been greatly encouraged to see all of the new things they've added recently for DITA. But another thing to remember is that oXygen is not just an editor for DITA, but it's a very powerful XSLT and XQuery editor, which includes a debugger for both of those. And it's also relatively low cost. Now, sort of to look at things openly and honestly from the other side, there's a couple things that are missing. In some ways, I would like to see a few more dialogues to support specific elements. You saw when we entered a table, we got that dialogue for creating a table. When you enter a figure, it would be nice to be able to choose a few more things, a few more attributes about that image. Editing existing elements. Let's see. Oh yeah, when you once you've created an element, pretty much the way that you then modify it in oXygen is you go to the attribute editor and change the attributes. It would be nice in some cases to be able to bring up an editing dialog and actually then modify specific attributes and have things called out in a nice human-oriented interface. It would be really nice if there were a few more predefined templates for the complex elements, such as the properties table, relationship tables, but the upside here is you can create code templates and you can have things do just what you want there. But again, slightly bit on the downside, you have to switch to text mode before you can insert your code template. It would be nice to be able to have some kind of templating that you could add from the authoring mode. One thing I didn't show is it would be also nice if there was just a straightforward insert topic ref and create the topic in single operation. Right now, in order to create a new topic, you create the topic and then you create a topic ref to that topic. But it is also nice to see in the map editor there is a append currently edited topic. So it's easy enough to create a topic ref to the currently edited topic. Just a few resources about oXygen. You of course can find oXygen by Googling fairly easily. It's a good idea to include SyncroSoft in your query. Otherwise, you find lots of things about O2, the chemical. So there are forums in oXygen. These are a wonderful set of forums. People do a lot of good stuff and support all other oXygen users. This is a very good thing to do. Another resource, of course, is Scriptorium. You can call on us, and we can help you with all sorts of problems, issues. My contact information, if you want to write to me, I am sbate@scriptorium.com. I'm also on Twitter. It's Simon Bate. And you can also find me through the Scriptorium website. And just a few coming attractions. We're going to have another webcast on March 16th, and Scott Prentice from Lexmation is going to demo his DITA-FMX FrameMaker plugin that supports DITA. I'm going to be talking at Writers UA in March in Seattle. I'll be talking about using XSL for doing XML to XML transformations. We're going to have another webcast using the features of XML 6.0 and its new web help on the 21st of April. There's the STC Summit on 2nd of May. Sarah is going to be talking about managing XML, or managing groups using XML to create topics. And you can find all sorts of information about